Merry Christmas. Hey you guys, welcome back to another video. I pretty much just got myself a PlayStation 2 emulator for the holidays, and it made me feel like a kid again, I'm not gonna lie. So I got myself an emulator on my PC, and I've never in a million years thought I was gonna become a PC player by any means. I mean, I first was very hesitant on just PC as a whole, and I was like, I don't feel like doing all that goofy stuff. I don't feel like setting the damn thing up and trying to figure out how to map something and put things together and all that, because I wasn't a technician. I hated emulation back in the day. I mean, I absolutely hated emulation. Emulation got on my nerves mainly because it was just so cool, but I couldn't access it. I couldn't figure out how to do the settings and stuff. I never had the patience for it, but of course, your boy got older and was trying to put two and two together, pretty much paid a little bit more of attention onto the video instructions, because the YouTube guy is telling you exactly what to do. And so I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and just lock in. And so I locked in. I was like, okay, I got it to work. I was able to get, for starters, my first emulation thing started back in 2018 when I was able to get Game Boy games running on PSP, and that was like my first introduction to that. So I felt like a tremendous accomplishment I've never felt in my life. So getting that accomplished felt pretty damn cool. What else? Another accomplishment over through this year was just getting a whole bunch of games on my emulation, and for now, just getting a PlayStation 2 game running on this computer. Pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It was a big deal for me because just something to celebrate. Because I'm when I was a kid, when Christmas came around, I grew up around the 2000s, so you had your PSP, you had all those kinds of devices and all kinds of stuff, and it was kind of cool growing up with that. So I my last video I talked about having the PSP in 2008, and my first game was The Force Unleashed, and it blew my mind just playing that, and I never forgot. I remember like going up to you writing it down. Of course, you give your list to your parents and stuff, and they're like, oh yeah, okay, cool, I'll give this to Santa. And then close to Christmas, by like a week or something like that, I was very fortunate. A week, you'll see the box, and then you see the box and the Christmas gift, and then you'll see like the shape of it, and then you'll kind of pick it up, and you're like, oh my god, I think I know what this is, but I hope it's not like a box of socks or something like that. Like, hopefully this is the new game console I wanted. So once when that happened, once you open it up, I mean, the feeling of it, just opening up the gifts, just plugging everything in and turning on the console, the PSP of the time period was just amazing. And just playing, your very first game. And it's just something, I was on that game the whole day, the rest of the day. I think we had to go see family too. I brought the damn PSP with me to over a family's house, and yeah, it left a pretty good impression. I was just like, man, this is the coolest thing in the world. So basically, I just did that for myself now. I basically got myself a new experience. Yeah, just giving myself a brand new experience on this stuff, and just, seeing what I can do. It was super fun playing on this thing. I'm not going to lie. I felt like a kid. I was just like, man, I got this set up because I saw a YouTube video, and basically I was like, something, I've always wanted to play PlayStation 2 on my PC, and I wanted to figure that out. But I was just like, how do you do it? How do you start out? Like, basically, how do you start out with that? How do you get this thing going? Because I was confused looking at the instructions. I was like, man, like, how do you do all this? Like, but then I was like, take a little time, be a little bit patient, and you'll figure something out. And so that's exactly what happened. I was able to look at this thing. I was like, okay, let me put things together. And I was able to do it. I was able to get Dragon Ball Z Infinite World running, and it ran at a pretty smooth frames and per second and all that. And I was like, yeah, I'm really proud of myself for doing this. Basically, it's some of the video is just make those little moments still count. You can always still feel like that inner child that you once had, with Christmas and stuff like that, and just in life in general. Like, always go back to it, and always pretty much just do whatever it takes just to make yourself feel fulfilled in a way where the happiness is still there. Because yeah, I know it, being an adult, especially in 2025, about to be 2026, kind of sucks. The market's terrible. Dating's terrible, for certain guys and stuff like that. And, just, you want to really find that way to like not to escape, but just to kind of put your time off so you can, come back and handle the situation later. I never look at things as escaping, but just like kind of like, okay, this is a resting period, and I'm just gonna play my game for the time being, and I get right back to work. Show my little self appreciation. And don't get me started on dating and all that stuff now, because my God, and the job market and all, just being an adult. It's like, man, it's cooler when he was younger, because being in your 20s sound cooler when you're younger. Because when I was like preteens and stuff like that, like I remember movies like 21 Jump Street, all kind of party movies was out, and then they was basically characters in their 20s, and I'm thinking like, okay, the same thing's gonna happen to you, where you're gonna have a good time in your 20s, you're gonna have a fun time, and life is gonna be sweet, and it's like an adventure. You're not gonna be worrying about being on a budget or trying to save money, and going, not trying to be broke, or seeing like that email that from your bank account saying like, oh, you're below $100, when you got something to pay for, or not running low on clothes, and it's like all kind of like, you're not gonna have problems with girls too and all that. So it's like anything you can imagine seeing from those movies, you were never gonna expect it. But it's just once you get older, it's like, damn, like I guess it ain't really all it. But I like moments like this where I'm like, something, screw all that. I'm still gonna have fun. I'm still gonna do what I gotta do, just show myself some appreciation. And so setting that thing up was like, okay, I just feel really fulfilled, and looking out for the next year. Basically, all this stuff, all these little small changes that I've been doing, and we all should be doing, just setting ourselves up for the next year, and kind of like have something to look forward to. Because I do believe that, I don't know for you guys, but for me, this year was pretty tough. It felt like the Empire Strikes Back in a lot of ways. I felt like this year was like one of the worst years unimaginable. Like I imagine losing a job. I lost my job, based off of a dumb system mechanic, and basically just I got let go of, and my job was looking for people to let go of. Unfortunately, I was let go of, and since my job was like kind of like high school, where if you don't know people, or if people like know you, but you're not like the popular status people and all that, so they're not going to give you benefit of the doubt, the money issues and all kinds of stuff, and then trying to budget and you have all these big dreams and aspirations, but life is just always getting in the way. But for someone like me, the underdog, and probably like you, the underdog too, we're not going to be like, oh, okay, well, I guess I can't do that, so I'm not going to try. We're going to be like, no, we're going to try to get around it or something. Shit, because I'm not going to be sitting on my ass looking like a loser and feeling like a loser. At least do something about it. But yeah, it's just this year was very, very tough. I had like a lot of great aspirations around last year around this time. Like, yeah, definitely this is going to be my year. I started doing like a lot of content creation and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, it's just like, man, like, a lot of things kind of just went south. We were family members, friends, and then, dating and all that. I don't even count that, because I was, with all the issues that I've been going through, I think the biggest thing with YouTube right now, and it's something I want to stir, like get away from. I'm about to say stir away. I don't know if that's a term. Stay away from dating, because dating is, for me, is like, if you don't got yourself together, just don't do it, obviously. But I don't like when these channels, and it's like the popular thing to kind of go over that topic where you can just beat it over your head, like, oh yeah, it's girls and all that stuff. Is like, nah, I'm good. I honestly just believe if you're not where you are at spiritually or mentally, and a little bit physically, financially, but basically the whole area, if you're not where you want to be at, I wouldn't recommend it. 10 out of 10, don't. 0 out of 10, I wouldn't recommend it. Don't try. So there's my advice on that. And yeah, I'm looking forward to continue on being the best version of myself for next year, and as we all should, all strive to be better, and getting to the point where it's just like, okay, like I want to be able to kind of live off my success, because content creation has been one of those things that I think everyone can do, and it's such a it used to be a niche that like not many people can do, but now everybody can do it, and it's just a standing out part that's kind of difficult, because I bet you the person you are watching this video, they can you can create anything, you can do anything, you can post it, it's possible. It used to be, you know, pretty cool that you can do that back then, but now everyone can do it. So it's just like, you know, why not? You know, what's the difference with you not doing it? So, but it's just standing out. I think that's the most difficult part of all this stuff, and the process of everything, just standing out. But that's where being consistent and, you know, just posting on a consistent basis. But that's the thing about posting consistently. I don't want to put out slop. I want to actually put out meaningful messages and things that kind of like people can talk about and kind of say something in the comments. Not about Black Ops 7 AI videos. Because it's cool talking about it for a second, but then like you have to keep that consistent. I want to be one of those channels, and you should be one of those channels too, where you can just talk about any damn thing you want. Anything. Like, oh my god, like I like channels where you can just go over any topic and have your reasons why you like it, and you can just go from there. And instead of like kind of just being stuck to one thing, because you gotta like go over that all, because we all have interests, and your interests change through time. You're not gonna be one to be talking about the same movie like Avengers or Star Wars. Well, okay, Avengers and Star Wars. Okay, those are terrible examples. Bitch, I'll be talking about that shit all day long. Don't give me the mic on that, because I'll be talking about that all day long. What's a good example? I can't think of it. See, I'm a nerd. Star Wars and Avengers. I just said two of the biggest franchises. I don't think that's a good example. Damn. Maybe probably a game that probably, or a movie that has I like Back to the Future or something like that. Or what am I talking about? I'm just talking. I don't even know. That's another good movie too. I'm just talking about a movie in general. Probably you guys can figure out that, you know, you don't want to keep talking. You like the media, but you don't want to keep talking about it, because now you're not going to enjoy it. And I don't want to do that to any of my any of the things I enjoy. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna keep switching over, see what's popping. If I find it relatable, and I'll take it, but never be a sellout, because it's just, hey, trust me, I'm pretty sure you guys can relate to that too, where you guys look at a video topic and I can talk about this drama, and you don't know nothing about the history or why this drama led up to where it's at now. You looking at this like, how the fuck am I gonna get past the first 2 minutes, because I'm like, yeah, this thing happened, and you know, I don't know, I don't like it. Well, why don't you like it? Well, because other people don't like it. Well, that's not a strong opinion. That's you just going based off surface level advice and what you see other people talk about. So, you know, there's that. That's what a lot of people be doing on it. I can't do that shit. If I don't know nothing about it, I'm not gonna form my opinion. I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay. Anyway, basically that's gonna be me. But yeah. Whatever plans you guys have for next year, you know, stay strong, push through, excel forward, and be the best versions of yourself as you can possibly be. Go from there, and yeah, that's basically what I want to talk about with this video. Just kind of just see what you guys can do, and go from there. But Merry Christmas, you guys have a good one. Peace, y'all.